Hello, everyone. So there are sometimes there when you see certain issues and you are like, you're so flabbergasted that you just take a moment and say, okay, let it not be that I am not seeing the whole picture or I'm overreacting or there's something somewhere that I'm not seeing. That's what happened to me when I saw the Sunday Igboho. I think that's the correct Igboho, that's the correct pronunciation, presenting a petition to the UK government for the creation of Yoruba land. I sat down and I was like, Aisha, what knowledge deficiency do you have that you were supposed to have to be able to understand the essence of all this whole thing that happened? I've spent days, this thing happened, a while ago, and I spent days, I haven't put it down, I was going to talk about it, but I just couldn't. And I just like, okay, let me ruminate over it. And I still tell you, as I am now, days after that particular thing has happened, I still can't see it. I still don't understand the essence why Sunday Igboho left Nigeria to go to UK, go meet, whether he met with the UK Prime Minister or he met his delegate or something or whatever, but they entered number 10 Downing Street to go and hand over a petition. As in, we are UK slave or we are still a colony of UK. I would even understand if, or did we just, was there a time travel and then we went back to 1950 something and Nigeria has not yet had independence? I don't understand. Please, if you do, kindly explain to me. Explain to me as if I'm too, so that I will understand. And I was just like ruminating over it. I'm really thinking, what stopped Sunday Igboho from going to the National Assembly in Abuja and saying to them, this is what we want happen? You understand? Or even, is it to, let's even say that I would understand. And that's something for me that I feel everyone has a right to be able to do that. I've said it countless of times. Self-determination is not a crime and it shouldn't be criminalized. I mean, if we have Sunday Igboho, asking for Yoruba Nation on behalf of some Yorubas, we have Nnamdi Kanu asking for Biafra on behalf of some Igbos. We have some other people asking for Arewa, you understand, on behalf of some Arewa people. Then fine. Why don't we all sit down and have a conversation? For me, this is one thing that I've always advocated for, which is the amalgamation of Nigeria is 110 years. 110 years after the amalgamation of Nigeria, we've still not sat down to have a Nigerian conversation. 64 years after independence of Nigeria, we've still not yet sat down, to have that conversation. I think it's about 61 years that we've been a republic, right? If I'm not mistaken, or 59 years. We've still not sat down to have a conversation about Nigeria by Nigerians, asking ourselves and deciding whether truly we want to be together or we want to go our separate ways. I've always said that one Nigeria is not sacrosanct. What is sacrosanct is good governance, accountability, and transparency. And if we have to remain as one Nigeria, let's have good governance, accountability, and transparency. If we want to remain, if we want to be as a separated Nigerians, whether how many countries it is, let there be good governance, accountability, and transparency. These are the issues, that are key. I find it, and I've always said that in terms of our, our constitution that comes out to say the one indissoluble, indivisible Nigeria, I think that in itself is a crime against the people of Nigeria. We should never be in a situation where you say it's indissoluble. Why? Why should anybody decide it's indissoluble? And so what we should be agitating for is for there to be a referendum, allowed in our constitution, so that from time to time Nigerians can come together and say, do we want to be together or do we don't want to be together? For example, for those who are advocating for Biafra, have a referendum in those states. I think there are 5 states that make up the Southeast area. then have a referendum and ask, do you want to have a Biafra? If the answer is yes, fine and good, respect it. If the answer is no, then every other person agitates you, be told, look, there has been a referendum and the people have said no. The same thing also with the Yoruba nation. We have 6 states in the southwest, right, that are mainly Yoruba. Have a referendum there also. Do they want to remain as one? Do they want to say, if the people say yes, fine. If the people say no, then you have your answers there. The same thing with Arewa, the same thing with South, the same thing with the Middle Belt. Let's have all of this referendum and ask ourselves, do we as a people actually want, to remain a part of our Nigeria? Then if the people, decide that they don't want to remain as part of Nigeria, then the needful should be done. But one of the things that I saw recently is that the federal government reacted to this whole thing. It says UK government didn't endorse Sunday Igboho's Yoruba Nation petition. The federal government on Tuesday clarified that the petition submitted by Mr. Sunday Adeyemo, also known as Sunday Igboho, urging the UK to support the Yoruba movement, urging to support the Yoruba movement, was not endorsed by the UK government. It's worth recalling that, according to Parallel Facts, this is from Parallel Facts now, that it's worth recalling that Igboho submitted a petition to the UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer on Saturday requesting consideration for the creation of a Yoruba nation. I feel that is so insulting and insulting to every Nigerian, honestly. It's like taking us back and say that we are still, under these people. Haba now. Haba. They should not be victimized in any form. The movement is seeking the immediate intervention of the UK Prime Minister and his government in their call for establishing a country predominantly for the indigenous Yoruba people. A statement issued by Ambassador Eche Abu Obe, spokesperson of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, said following media reports on the petition, it invited the British High Commissioner in Abuja to shed light on the issue. During the meeting, the High Commissioner noted with concern that the matter was overblown, indicating that the media reports were highly misleading. Furthermore, the High Commissioner informed that he was aware of the letter being delivered, but added that it was merely an established practice of allowing the delivery of letters and petitions to number 10. It was not endorsed by any agency of the UK government, nor the UK Parliamentary Petitions Commission. The UK government typically does not concern itself with petitions concerning the sovereign affairs of another country, Abu Obe said. Abu Obe quoted the High Commissioner as stating that similar petition had previously been rejected by the UK Parliamentary Petitions Committee and the UK government. He also agreed to maintain communication with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs as necessary, while emphasizing the importance of the strong bilateral relations between the United Kingdom and Nigeria. Let me remove my glass. Some people just sit down, they insult us as Nigerians. This is one of those big insults. So the UK is supposed to do what? Come and carve it out, because the UK is what? They own Nigeria?
Former Minister of Finance Nigeria.
Anyway, it is where, according to my people, they will say that it is a Sunday Igboho that has allowed us to eat worms inside beans by going to go and meet them for a Yoruba land. Any Yoruba land we want to, let's have the discussion out here. Take it to the National Assembly. Thank you so much for watching.